Yeah, so let's get started. Fine.
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, today is our second session on Fun with Heroes. So today we'll be learning about some new heroes uh, जिनका जन्म हुआ था लास्ट वीक में, बेसिकली फ्रॉम द लास्ट मंडे, बेसिकली द 5th of October to 11th October. ये उसके बीच में जिनके हुए थे. लेट्स सी कौन कौन है. उससे पहले, बिकॉज वी हैव न्यू पीपल, थोड़ा एक बैकग्राउंड दे देता हूँ. ओके, अबाउट द इंडियन हीरोज कैलेंडर. ओके, सो what is this Indian heroes calendar? Okay, so we all know that Indian history is thousands of years old, right? But I mean, there is a lot of thing written about them. There is a lot of infrastructure out there, temples से लेके बाकी चीजों में, European civilization, बाकी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो इंडिया में very interesting things. Okay, it's a more than, it is estimated, it's a more than 10,000 years old history we have. Okay, but even most of us don't know a lot of things about even last 100 200 years. Okay, हमें बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं पता था. As we'll go through this session, we'll come to know. Even I didn't know. Okay, so there are a lot of interesting things, and a lot of interesting people have been born in this country. They have done something very really amazing. We don't know about those stories. Okay, now you will learn in your science history classes, in science other places about these people, but again, it has a limited scope. You cannot learn everything from school. Okay, so that's why we came up with this thing where once in a day or once in a week you will get to know 3 4 5 people. Okay, and that way it becomes easier to remember, and we are going through a story. This is not some school exam kind of thing. So in a very story format, जैसे हम रामायण महाभारत की स्टोरी सुनते हैं, राइट? सो नाउ वी नो अबाउट अर्जुन, कृष्णा, okay, द्रौपदी, another ram, ravan. So similarly, this way we'll learn about these people. Okay, जिस जिनकी stories से हमें will get inspiration, will learn something about okay, our recent history basically. So यहाँ पे जिनको cover करेंगे वो mostly last 100 200 250 years में ही जो born हुए हैं और जहाँ पे इंडिया में काम किया वही लोग हैं. Okay, now who are these heroes? तो ये they are freedom fighters, because we had a recent history with fighting against the British and against the other invaders earlier. Then scientists, okay, which who have actually made the India what is India today. Okay, so basically all these people belong to that category. Okay, who have contributed something significant to the making of this nation. Then we have military heroes. Okay, we'll come to know about them. There are educationalists who have shaped our education. There are authors and poets, and there are many other from different fields. There may be musicians, there may be others. Okay, so we'll one by one we'll talk about them. So now this week we'll cover from October 5 to October 11. Okay, and so every before in the beginning of every session, I will show this thing. Okay, the picture of the heroes that we are going to cover. So tell me, how many of you know any of them? Okay, there are 5 photos out there. किसी को पता है इसमें से ये कौन है? Let's say first, ये कौन है? Who is this guy? किसी को पता है? Anyone? No one?
सेकंड वाला रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर है क्या?
ये नो, ही इज नॉट रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर की स्टोरी आएगी, लेकिन अभी टाइम है, उनको मई में आएगी. राइट, सो ही इज नॉट रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर. any idea about this lady? No. So actually, yeah, I can understand. ये सारे नए हैं और we can see the forgotten है, ज्यादा जानते नहीं उनके बारे में, but they are very important people actually. ठीक है, so let's see कि अभी हम जब सेशन करेंगे उसके बाद में सेम क्वेश्चन में फिर से पूछूंगा. लेट्स सी तब कितना पता चलता है. ओके, सो विल स्टार्ट विथ फर्स्ट हीरो. सो फर्स्ट वन इज अवर इन द लिस्ट इज मेघनाथ साहा. ओके, Now, who was Meghnad Saha? See, he was a scientist, Indian scientist. Now, Meghnad Saha was born on 6th October 1893 in Dhaka, which is now in Bangladesh. That time it was in India. So he was a son of a small grocery shop owner. Okay, and he belonged to a very poor family. So he was a bright student and excelled in studies despite financial constraint and discrimination. Okay, and but he progressed. He was a very bright student, and ultimately he joined the Presidency College in Calcutta in 1911. Now, Calcutta ki Presidency College is a very prestigious college, so he managed to get into that college. Okay, in the Presidency College, he was surrounded by other heroes actually, जिनके बारे में हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. So he was a classmate of Satyendra Nath Bose, who is another scientist. Okay, we'll come to know about them. Subhash Chandra Bose was his junior of Meghnad Saha in Presidency College, and P.C. Mahalanobis, the person who defined the statistics in India, was his senior. Okay, and P.C. Ray and Jagdish Chandra Bose were his teachers. So Meghnad Saha was surrounded by a lot of bright people in Presidency College, and that shaped his initial years actually. So now, once he graduated, the job market in Calcutta was for science graduate was not particularly bright. So it was hard to get jobs. So after some struggle, he became a lecturer in the physics department at the Calcutta University. He didn't have any formal training in astrophysics research. Okay, but he was inclined towards it through reading, and this was the decade of the 1910, 1920. At that time, lot of things were happening in physics internationally. You Albert Einstein ke bare mein jante ho, right? Niels Bohr and other people. So a lot of new research was coming up at that time. So he was also inclined towards them. He started reading on them. Okay, so and especially related to the stars and the universe. Okay, especially after the Einstein's theory. So there are a lot of interest in that. So at the young age of 26, Saha published 4 research papers on solar ionization, and that became a milestone in the astrophysics. Okay, and just at a very young age of 26, and without any prior research experience, he published 4 research papers on solar ionization. Now, what is this Saha ionization equation is? So basically, it answered the questions. Okay, why different stars emit different lights. Okay, when we look at the stars at the night, okay, even without telescope, we see that different stars appear differently, right? Some are bright white, some are tinge of red, and some other colors. Okay, so there is a reason behind that thing, and Saha solved through his equation that thing. Okay, and he also answered the question. His research also answered the question about the rings that appear during the solar eclipse. Okay, so that's why his research was very important. Okay, and is considered a milestone in astrophysics. Okay, after this research, he went to Europe. He worked with all eminent scientists in Europe. There are a lot of them at that time. So he got a chance to work with them. And at the young age of 34, he was elected a fellow of the Royal Society, which is FRS. So fellow of the Royal Society in London is basically a very big honor for a scientist. Okay, so he became that at a young age of 34. Okay, then he worked on once he came back to India, he worked on a nuclear physics. Okay, and believed in the peaceful use of the nuclear technology, because that was a World War II time. The nuclear was also used for atomic bomb and other things. So he focused his research on the peaceful use for the energy generation. Okay. He was actually the first one to design the nuclear physics syllabus in India. Okay, so he played his part in the education as well. Okay, and he was also a chief architect of the river planning in India. So at that time, after the independence, there was a lot of planning was happening related to rivers, especially dams and other valley projects. So he was the chief architect of those river planning in India, and prepared the original plan for the Damodar Valley river project, which is right now in Jharkhand. So he did all those things. So that is Meghnad Saha. Okay, he was an eminent scientist of India. Now second one, जो मेहका ने बताया कि Rabindranath Tagore है, but his name is Ardashir Kussetji Wadia. Okay, He's a popularly, he was famously known as a Kushetji. Okay, so he was a Parsi. Okay, naam se suggest suggestion. Right? He was a Parsi. He belonged to a Parsi family. So he was born on 6th October 1808 in Bombay. So he was born a long back, right? 212 years back. Okay, in Bombay, and he belonged to a wealthy Parsi family who were into shipbuilding business with the East India Company then. So he belonged to a very rich family then, and they were into shipbuilding business. But Kushetji was more interested in the steam engine than the business. Okay, and despite any formal training, that time there was no such formal education, okay, for scientist or engineer, but he considered a modern India's first engineer. Okay, because he built India's first engine, okay, to pump the water in a fountain in Mumbai. Okay, that is in modern India. He is considered. That's why he is considered the first engineer. On all this thing he learned himself. There was no formal training kind of thing in those years, right? Then he went to England to learn about the steam engine. Okay, and then after his return, he became the chief engineer at the steam factory in Bombay. Okay, and why it was significant, because that was the first instance that an Indian became a supervisor of the Europeans. So he was the lead, and under him the Europeans, especially British, were working. So obviously they were not happy, but he was so talented that they had to bear him. Okay, and then subsequently he left that job. Okay, he had his own foundry, स्मिथी बोलते हैं ना जिसपे मेटल पिघला के हम बनाते हैं. Okay, so that workshop he had at his home, and he built his own steamer, okay, which is called a Lauji family steamer. He built ultimately, and he was also the one who brought photography, sewing machine, and electroplating to Bombay. So he learned all this technology and he brought them to Mumbai. Okay, at that time it was a Bombay. So he did a lot of this. Okay, brought a lot of new things in India. Okay, based on his experience in the foreign countries. And जैसे मेघना शाह की स्टोरी में पढ़ा कि मेघना शाह was the fellow of the Royal Society. Okay, now Kushetji Wadia was the first Indian to become the fellow of the Royal Society. Okay, and then he became in 1841, and the second person जो second Indian था वो उसके 80 years के बाद बना है. So he was that ahead of his time. Okay, so that's why he is important. Okay, so his name is Dashit Kushetji Wadia. The next one in the list is दुर्गावती देवी. Okay, so इस लिस्ट में बहुत सारे साइंटिस्ट हैं, बट नाउ वी विल मूव अवे फ्रॉम साइंस. तो ये जो स्टोरी है, जो लास्ट वीक की स्टोरी जिन्होंने सुनी थी, दे विल माइट टू रिमेंबर कि हमने भगत सिंह की स्टोरी की थी. सो इनकी स्टोरी भगत सिंह की स्टोरी से रिलेटेड. ओके, सो दुर्गावती देवी वाज बोर्न ऑन 7th October 1905 in Allahabad. Okay, then she got married to Bhagwati Charan Vora. Okay, at the young age of 11. Okay, and after the marriage they settled in Lahore, and Bhagwati Charan Vora joined the National College. Now National College is the one जहाँ पे बाकी लोग भी थे, right? Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and other revolutionaries were studying in the National College. So Bhagwati Charan Vora became a friend of Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and started the revolutionary activities. They became also member of the HSRI, which is the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, which was founded by Chandrasekhar Azad and Ram Prasad Bismil, and ultimately handled by Bhagat Singh. So Durgavati Devi was affectionately called Durga Bhavi by all these revolutionaries. So she okay, and she became an active member of the HSRA and the Naujawan Bharat Sabha, जो Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev were driving to spread the okay awareness among the youth at that time. Now, in 1928, we heard about this story in Bhagat Singh story, that after Lala Lajpat Rai was beaten and killed, okay, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Rajguru decided to take a revenge, and they killed Saunders in Lahore. Now, once the Saunders was killed, Okay, there was a lot of police was searching for Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, and others. Okay, so now they wanted to get out of Lahore. So Durga Bhabi here helped them to get out of Lahore. So Bhagat Singh changed his look. He removed his turban. Okay, he shaved, and he became a British gentleman kind of thing. And Durga Bhabi posed as his wife. Okay, and they became a couple. And Rajguru became their knocker, a servant. Chandrasekhar Azad became a sadhu, and they all okay managed to escape from Lahore through train. Okay, so there is very good sequence they have followed that, and Durga Bhabi helped Bhagat Singh escape from Lahore. Okay, from police. After that, he came back to Lahore with the Bhagwati Charan Vohra, and she also ran. उन्होंने वहाँ पे स्कूल चलाई बच्चों के लिए वो जैसे HSR की एक्टिविटी में थी तो शी आल्सो लर्न टू मेक बॉम्ब्स एंड अदर रिवोल्यूशनरी एक्टिविटीज जो सप्लाई और सब करना था वो सब में पार्टिसिपेट किया था Bhagwati Charan Wala unfortunately died while making a bomb, okay, in Lahore. Okay, he was trying to make a bomb to free Bhagat Singh, who was in jail that time. Okay, but he unfortunately died. But Durga Devi remained active in the activities. She even sold off her jewelry ornaments, okay, to raise money for the trials. जो उनका कोर्ट केस चला था भगत सिंह सुखदेव राजगुरु का उसके लिए उन्होंने पैसे जमा किए एंड but unfortunately the other revolutionaries were hanged. Okay, so she attempted to fire at the Lord Halley, who was the governor of Lahore that time, take the revenge, but she was jailed after that time. Okay, after her release, everything was over. Like there was no support for her, so she lived a life unknown. So we, it is very unfortunate that उनकी बात की लाइफ के बारे में किसी को नहीं पता है. She lived a very unknown life. Okay, till her death. So that is the story of Durgavati Devi. Okay. Now our next story is a G.N. Ramchandran. Again, this time we have a lot of scientists. So he's another scientist we have. So Gopal Sundaram Narayanan Ramchandran was born on 8 October 1922 in the town of Ernakulam in Kerala. Okay. So Ramchandran did his masters under the guidance of Sir C.V. Raman at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, which is ISC Bangalore. And he then went to USA and did his PhD from the Cambridge University. Okay. He came back to India after his PhD and worked in the Madras University and the ISC. Now, Ramchandran made several important discoveries in the molecular biophysics, okay, especially in the study of protein structure. So he laid the foundation of research in the molecular biophysics in India, actually. So he discovered the triple helical structure of collagen, which is the most abundant protein in human body. Okay, so and we all have seen this diagram, right? So he's the triple helical structure of the collagen, which is a very fundamental part of the molecular biology, and this was discovered by Ramchandran. Okay, and that's why, and this research made him the internationally famous. Okay, and he put the India on the map of molecular biology. So he received many awards and honors during his long research career. And he was also elected as a fellow of the Royal Society in 1977. Okay, as one of the prestigious scientists. So whenever you will come across this structure in science, okay, remember this name. Okay, who discovered this? Okay, he was G.N. Ramchandran. Okay, and the last story we have, whose birthday is today, is Jay Prakash Narayan. So we have.
Jay Prakash Narayan.
Yes, yes. So we have. अभी तक हमने 3 साइंटिस्ट की स्टोरी सुनी, 1 फ्रीडम फाइटर की स्टोरी सुनी. Now Jay Prakash Narayan was also a freedom fighter, but he was also a statesman, politician of independent India. So he was born in the village of Sitabadaria in Uttar Pradesh on 11 October 1902. Okay, he is popularly known as JP or Lok Nayak. Lok Prakash Jay Prakash Narayan is how he is remembered because he was very famous among the people. Okay, so young JP joined the non-cooperation movement in 1919. At that time, okay, almost all the revolutions were, the freedom struggle was at its peak. The non-cooperation movement was launched by Gandhiji. So he was very young at that time. Okay, 17 years. So he joined that. Okay. After that, once the cooperation movement was halted, he went to US to do the study. He came back from US and joined the Indian National Congress. And he was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi became his mentor. He was arrested multiple times for the satyagrahas, and he became active in the socialist wing of the Congress, okay, along with other members of the Congress. Now, during the Quit India movement, JP was jailed in a Hazaribagh Central Jail in Bihar, okay, which is right now in Jharkhand. Okay. Now, he did something that what that did is that he, along with Yogeshwar Shukla, scaled the walls of the jail and made a dramatic exit. They jumped out of jail. Okay, जैसे movie में दिखाते हैं वैसे. Okay, they did that, and after that they ran for 24 kilometers and ultimately found a shelter, and they went underground. Okay, because after the Quit India movement, the police was searching for all the leaders across the India, so they went underground. They continued the movement, okay, through various means. Now, after independence, JP left Congress, okay, and he was involved in the social activities. He joined Vinoba Bhave, who was another very noble person we had. So, and he started doing social activities with the Acharya Vinoba Bhave. In 1970s, okay, he came back to active politics. Okay, there were a lot of things going on in India at that time. So he supported the Nav Nirman Andolan in Gujarat. There was a student movement going on in Bihar, so he supported that. He came out in support of those movements. Okay, and that time there was a lot of protest against the Indira Gandhi government. Okay, at the center. So he led the opposition protest against the government, especially during the emergency. So when the emergency was established, he was jailed along with other leaders. But after the emergency, his party, Janata Party, was managed to form the government, and which was the first non-Congress government after the independence. Okay, so he was the leader of that thing. He was very old that time. And JP was a mass leader and inspired millions. Okay, especially youth. The youth was usually inspired by his talks actually. And ultimately, after his death in 1999, he was awarded Bharat Ratna. So that is the story of Jayaprakash Narayan. So we had 5 stories. So did you enjoy, Javier?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So now, okay, before we end, Dr. Yeah, as I mentioned, okay, simple, fun thing. There is no marks, just identify. We study about 5 heroes. Okay, we saw the stories of 5. तो बता सकते हो इसमें मैपिंग बता सकते हो 1 2 इसे मैपिंग करना है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड भी है नेम नहीं एक 1 1 करके मेघनाथ साहा 1 विल गो विथ किसके साथ जाएगा
1 will go with, I think, E.
Okay, so Meghnath Saha will go with the solar ionization. Exactly, correct. Very good. Okay, he developed an equation. Jayaprakash Narayan. Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan. Very good. G.N. Ramchandran.
Triple helical structure of collagen.
Yes, triple helical structure of collagen. Yes, he made the discovery. Durgavati Devi.
Modern India's revolutionary.
Revolutionary, right? And Kussetji Wadia was modern India.
Modern India's first engineer.
Very good. Okay, so now you know a lot of things. Okay. अभी फिर से ये फोटो अभी बताओ कौन कौन है ये फर्स्ट फोटो किसका है सब लोग बताओ
Meghnath Saha.
No, this is not Meghnath
No,
Saha.
Meghnath Saha is the second line first photo.
Okay, this is Meghnath Saha, right? ये है GN रामचंद्रन. कौन है?
हाँ, GN रामचंद्रन.
हाँ, अभी ये कौन है जो?
Arbit
दिस इज अरदाशी कुशेट्टी
Vadia.
वाडिया. ओके, जो रिमेम्बर, ओके, कुशेट्टी वाडिया. ओके, सबसे
Vadia.
फर्स्ट इंजीनियर, मॉडर्न इंडिया फर्स्ट इंजीनियर, उस नाम से याद रखो. ओके, अभी एक तो अभी पता होना चाहिए. ओके,
जयप्रकाश
जयप्रकाश
जयप्रकाश नारायण.
नारायण
लोकनायक. लोकनायक.
दुर्गावती देवी
and this is
दुर्गावती
Durgavati
देवी.
So, very good. So now you know little bit about these 5 people. Yes or no? Okay. So keep reading. अभी उनके बारे में तुम आप सर्च करो, कहीं से भी करो. Okay. कि ये तो हमने सिर्फ हाइलाइट्स देखी है. जब आपको इंटरेस्ट आता है, then you start googling about them, start reading about these books. Okay. तो उनके बारे में ज्यादा जानने को मिलेगा. Okay. So with that we'll end the session. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है इस सेशन के बारे में, लास्ट सेशन के बारे में, कुछ भी क्वेश्चन? Any question? Anyone?
In 9 minutes the meeting will end.
Yes. Yes. So we have 9 minutes. So अभी है किसी के पास कुछ क्वेश्चन? Anything you want to say? Anything? या आपने कुछ, आपके कुछ स्टोरी आपको पता है? You want to say that thing? किसी के बारे में?
I had read one of Amar Chitrakatha's Indian revolutionary heroes, but I can't remember it very well.
Okay. Yes. Actually, I also have a one book of Amar Chitrakatha. जिसमें we have stories of Bhagat Singh, सावरकर and सुभाष.
बहुत सारे अमर चित्रकथा के बुक्स है, उसमें जयप्रकाश नारायण था.
Oh, good, nice. Okay, so yeah, next time आप लेके आना, so we can showcase. Okay, make it. Yeah, so that would be great. Okay, so thank you everyone. Okay, I think good enough. Okay, अभी संडे को बहुत सारा काम भी करना है. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so thank you.
Not much.
Oh yeah, and keep reading. Okay, we'll have many interesting heroes coming up. Actually, next week में और भी मजा आएगा. So please join. Okay, next week.
Okay, when is the next meeting?
Next meeting will also be on Sunday, mostly on the same time, 10 a.m. Okay.
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 I'll try and join.
Yes, definitely. Yes, yes. Okay. So I'll keep updating on that group actually, and that's why we have that group, so I can send the updates about that. Okay, but yeah, next week बहुत interesting होने वाला है. We have a lot of people. We have Bulabhai Desai, we have Arun Khetrapal, we have Lala Hardayal and Abdul Kalam as well there. So काफी मजा आने वाला है. Okay, good. So thank you for coming. Bye bye.
Bye bye in the sky and the space on office. Bye bye.